Hi everyone, Greeno here, and welcome back to some more Euro Truck Simulator 2. Now, as you can see, I've done 5 of the 15 Christmas Toys of Yesteryear jobs I need to do to complete that event. We've got about another fortnight or so of that to go, so there's plenty of time to do that. But today, I've got something a little bit different I want to try with the winter weather mods on. Let's go and take a look. So as you can see, I've made my way to Odense in Denmark. So last time we were together, I finished up in Southampton, and then took some more gifts up to Cardiff, another delivery from Cardiff to Grimsby, and then a delivery of gifts from Grimsby to Odense. Now I was going to do another gift one, but then I noticed here we have a couple of the special jobs where you need the escort, etc. And one of them is to take a giant silo, which is massive, 40 tons, very, very long, all the way up to Hirtshals. You can see the route here on the map. That's the way we've got to go. Now, with the winter weather mods, this is going to be a bit of fun, I reckon. So let's go and get it hooked up and get on the road. So, here we have a little cutscene of what we are taking, this giant silo. Plenty of people checking out what's going on. Oh, good lord, we've even got the TV news here by the looks of it. So this is going to be a big old job. Hopefully we're not going to encounter too many roundabouts or anything on the way, and I reckon braking is going to be even more key than it was in the last episode. So I can't see this passing without incident, can you? It's going to be a good one. So let's see if we can get this out on the road. It's going to be a nighttime drive, unfortunately. I think it's about 5 PM. So this is the usual rules that we have to follow when we are doing these special transports. Stay within the speed limit, stay within the escort vehicles, etc. So it's time to get going. Catch up when we're out on the road. Okay, so we've made it out of the depot and we are out onto the road. We're just manoeuvring our way out of Odense currently. As you can see, the authorities are helping me keep the road clear so that I can get through. Like I say, it's going to be a nighttime drive. We've got about just over 4 hours of a drive, and it's 7 o'clock in the evening. Obviously, when you pick up these jobs, they reset your sleep meter, they reset your fuel, and you just have to do what you do. You can't stop anywhere. You just got to carry on now. Look at how tight this is going to be. Whoa! A little bump there, unfortunately, but nothing too serious, I don't think. I'm not quite sure why they're bringing me this way. Look how tight this is. This is insane. We're going to have to take this very, very steady indeed. We're doing about, what, 12 kilometres an hour at the moment. So we've got a little bit more space on this side now, although those pylons there are kind of in the way. Here we go, though. We are heading out onto the open road. This should make things a little bit easier, hopefully. There we go, and into the dark Danish night. So we just got to basically take it nice and easy, stick behind this van, and make our way north. So we'll crack on. Hopefully, incident-free. Well, compared to the start of it, anyway. Okay, so we're about 40 minutes in. It's pretty slow going, if I'm honest. I can't seem to get much pace up. I don't know if that's partly due to the roads being a bit slippery, so there's not as much grip. And I'm pulling such a heavy load, 40 tons, of course. So maybe that's having a bit of an impact, but it seems to be difficult for me to get even up to the 60 kilometres an hour that I can do. We're heading over this big bridge here in Denmark. It's not the one that links up with Sweden. It's just an internal one between sort of the mainland and one of the islands. Well, that's pretty cool. At least it's 3 lanes, so it gives people more of an opportunity to get past me than they've had up till now. What's been going on since you've been away then? So like I said, we've done a few little Christmas jobs. Not without incident, has to be said. I had a bit of a ding in Cardiff.
And then continue straight on.
Because I was on a roundabout and a car decided to pull out in front of me. Now, of course, on British roundabouts, when you're on the roundabout, you have the right of way. This guy seemed to think I didn't. And obviously, given the icy conditions, there was absolutely no chance I was going to be able to stop. Just wasn't happening. Right, what's going on here? The police are not really blocking anything. Just making people aware I'm coming, I guess, by the looks of it. Yeah, so I bumped into that guy in Cardiff. Caused about 2% damage to the cab. Nothing too major, but something I could have done without. There's been a couple of red light violations, obviously. I mean, I get them when the road is is all right, but when it's slippery, obviously, and the braking distances are further, it changes to amber and red, and you're through it before you've even finished braking, you know. So that's been a bit tricky. But otherwise, it's been pretty enjoyable. Like I said, the countryside has looked pretty nice. All snowy and that. Obviously, you can't see it right now because it's the night time. But the countryside in Denmark isn't the most spectacular anyway. And what I'm thinking, maybe, once we've done this job, obviously we're up at the north of Denmark. So there are ferry routes up into Scandinavia. So that could be an option. Go and do a bit more of the Christmas gifting stuff up around Norway and Sweden. And obviously, well, particularly Norway, the scenery there was pretty spectacular, wasn't it? So I'd like to see a little bit more of that in the wintry conditions, if I'm honest. So that's probably going to be the next move. But for now, we're just going to push on. It all seems to be going okay so far. Catch up in a bit. So we've got just over a couple of hours to go. You can see on the right-hand side there, a regular feature of the Danish countryside. These kind of wind turbine electricity generators. Denmark gets pretty windy due to it having a sort of North Sea coast and what have you, and being fairly flat, so the wind does whistle around a bit. That is for sure. And there's one other thing I wanted to mention to you guys that's been happening since we were last together. Obviously, I've done a few little jobs. My other drivers did a few little jobs. And we managed to rack together almost 300,000 euros, which was pretty good stuff. So I've been out shopping again, and I bought a pretty swanky Renault truck to stick in our Paris base. Obviously, you know what the French are like with Renault and Peugeot and the like. So we grabbed a Renault truck. We've hired a guy to base out of there. So that's filled up the Paris base for now. We've only got 3 slots in there. It's just a small garage. There's one driver in St. Petersburg I'm having to keep an eye on a little bit. I think her name's Simona. She's not doing particularly well at the moment, so she's pretty much in her last chance saloon. I'm going to give her a couple more drives to start picking up some money. She's got a decent rating. She's up to a 3.3 rating, but she's picking up way, way less than the other drivers are. Probably about half the amount of our next worst performing driver. So she might be in a spot of bother, I think. But yeah, I'm hoping this new guy, he's fairly well rounded for a new starter. He's got 2 ADRs already, I think. And we're going to sort of try and train him up on a little bit of a balanced mentality to try and get all kinds of different jobs. I think Paris is a good base to do that. There'll be plenty of short little hops that you can do into the likes of Brussels and Amsterdam and all around France and Luxembourg and the like, so I think he'll do well there. Anyway, I think we're doing pretty well here. There's plenty of brave drivers trying to overtake us on these slippery roads. I don't think I'd be doing that, but they seem well up for it. And we're going to crack on. Just over an hour and a half left. We'll catch up when we get a bit closer. I hope I fit in this tunnel. Or just about by the looks of it. That's pretty high. That silo, isn't it? We just about snuck through. There's probably not an awful lot of clearance in there. But this is pretty neat. Big long tunnel. I'm liking that. We've got, yeah, about 45 minutes to go. I think it's going to start to get a bit more interesting now, because obviously as we near the destination, we're going to come off of this highway and yeah, start having to take on traffic lights and roundabouts and cornering and stuff, so that is going to make it pretty interesting. We'll see soon enough.
Then turn right.
Okay, so this is going to be the first big test of being able to get around various corners and obstacles. I've got to turn right here. So I've come right over to the left-hand side to give myself as much room to swing around the corner as I can. Obviously, I don't know if there's going to be a barrier in the middle of the road on the other side or not. There's traffic lights by the looks of it, so this is going to be a pretty tight manoeuvre, I would suggest. We're going to get as close... Oh no, we seem to be alright. Oh, what have we caught there? We haven't got caught on the traffic lights, have we? What am I caught on? I'm caught on something, but I don't know what. I think it's the traffic lights, isn't it? Yeah, I'm moving to the rear escort, I know that. I don't know what I'm hitting. Let's have a little look. I must just be catching on those traffic lights. How the hell am I supposed to avoid... No, maybe I... don't know what I'm hitting. Let's see if we can work it out. Right, I think I need to get back into the cab. Have I cleared whatever it was? Oh, I think I have. I don't know what I was catching then. It must have been on the lights itself. There was no other obstacle in the way there, was there? So... that was a bit mad. Anyway, we've cleared it. And it looks like we might only have one real corner to go up ahead. So we'll keep on heading up in that direction. Our escort is trying to keep whatever that vehicle is out of our way. But it looks like we're delivering this silo right into the ferry port. Some of these ferry ports are a little bit difficult to access. So I'm really hoping this is not one of them. I'm hoping this is just a simple turn in and unload it. And that'll be that. Now, I've enjoyed this little drive. I'd say these special escort ones, I've not done too many of them. They're always a slightly different challenge, just due to the sort of either the weight of them or it's the dimensions. The giant tech part is a very kind of wide, flat thing to drive. So that, particularly if you're on sort of single carriageway roads like this, that's a bit challenging because you really have to position the lorry correctly. Otherwise you start smashing it into oncoming traffic. Anyway, this looks like the last corner.
Turn left.
Let's see if we can make it round here without too much incident. Hopefully they've cleared all the traffic. It's a little bit difficult in the dark because you can't really see the back of it. So that's another challenge. But at least, unlike one we did earlier in the series, if you remember, where the special escort just gave up with about 10 minutes of the drive to go and left me to it. At least this time, it seems to have brought me all the way here. So that's very helpful. Right, so where are we heading now? Over here somewhere? Oh no, oh no. Over there. Right, I might have to mount the curb here. Because I've missed where I was supposed to go. Can I get up there? Yeah, that's it. A little bit of cross-country. That's what we need. Oh my goodness me. So, is this going to give it to me? Keep coming, it says. There we go. We've made it. A little bit of an incident there at the end where we had to go across the curb. But there we are. So, there's a few little achievements that we've unlocked there. One called Giant, which is pretty cool. So that must be like the biggest, longest load or something like that. But there was also some progress towards other heavy and unusual cargo achievements. So that was pretty cool. Anyway, before we head off today, let's go and take a little look at the drivers. I'll show you the new guy, and I'll show you the problem child. Okay, so this is our new guy. Ralph, like I say, based in Paris. You can see just behind my head there, he's in that nice green Renault. He's already started earning a little bit of money. €6 a kilometre he's up to, so that's pretty good. And the one person I was moaning about just a minute ago, Sophie here, now she's actually pulled herself out of the bag a little bit. Her euros per kilometre was below 3, but while we were doing that job, she racked in about a €10,000 job. So that's put her up a little bit higher up the pecking order and pretty much saved her job, I guess. She's now taking some radiators from Jönköping back to St. Petersburg, so at least she's got a job heading back to base. So, yeah, I think she's just saved herself from getting her P45 just yet. Good on her. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. We're going to be back to the Christmas gifts on the next one, I think, and hopefully up into Scandinavia. If you did enjoy today's episode, please drop a like on there for me. Helps me get seen by more people, of course. And if you've got any comments about today's episode or the series as a whole, or anywhere you'd like me to go with the winter mods on, let me know in the comments section below. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, don't forget, click on that button, ding your little bell for notifications, and come and hop on the Greeno bus. There's plenty of room for you all. It just remains for me to thank you for watching, and I will see you soon for some more action here with Euro Truck Simulator 2. Bye for now.